Welcome everyone to this month's new moon reading. This new moon is on the 25th or the 26th, depending on where you are in the world. This new moon is in the sign of Libra. Please remember to watch for your rising sign first, as I'll be talking about the houses that this new moon falls in for each sign. And then watch for your sun and moon signs, just so that you can get a bigger picture. As always, please remember that these are general messages, general readings, and they won't resonate with everyone. Hello Aquarius, welcome to your new moon reading for September. Let's have a look at what messages Spirit has for you for this new moon. I hope this reading finds you well. Now Capricorn, this new moon is in Libra, which is all about balance and harmony. It's ruled by Venus, which is about love and beauty and how we surround ourselves with beautiful things like music and art, things like that. Actually, you know what? I'm going to take that one. Now, if you're a rising sign Aquarius, this new moon is going to fall in your 9th house. Now, your 9th house is ruled by Jupiter, and it influences higher education, law, publishing, your dreams, philosophy, religion, travel. Capricorn just got prosperity lies ahead. Actually, a few signs I think have gotten that. Actually, it might have been Sagittarius, I can't remember now. But it's come out a couple of times, a few times in these new moon readings. Yes, I understand that card. I like where your reading is heading so far, Aquarius. It's almost like healing, prosperity after difficulties, you know, achieving. Now these new moon readings are new moon to new moon, so they cover pretty much a 4-week period, give or take. And I feel this is a journey, and it's been difficult. So the overall energy for this reading, especially if you're a sun or a moon Aquarius. If you're a rising sign, this will still apply, but the rising signs will already have the influence of their 9th house. But we have Turtle Spirit, and it says slow and steady wins the race. And Aquarius, you're being asked to embrace this energy from this new moon, which is on the 25th or the 26th of September, to the next new moon. This is super important. Slow down. Take time to breathe. Like I often say, the turtle is not stagnant. He doesn't not move. But his pace is steady and slow. He knows where he's going, and he'll get there when he gets there. And I'm really drawn to the shell. And I kind of see, you know, there's There's some cracks in it. There's some damage to the shell. And I feel, Aquarius, you're healing. You've been through a lot. And you've got to slow down. And, you know, I want to say you're hurt, so go slow. Now, you might be ill, or you might be injured in some way. You might just be tired and weary. It just might be your emotions. You know, you're emotionally and psychologically hurt. And this is a thing of the past. This is not what's happening now. And that's why the turtle spirit's here. It's saying, slow down. The 62 becomes an 8 in numerology, and numerology, the 8 is all about your power. It's taking action, it's prosperity, it's the energy you put out into the world is the reward that you'll get back. And that's where you're headed. You're heading towards regaining your inner power. You're healing so that your inner light can shine through again. And that takes time. If you rush through it, you'll bury everything. You won't heal it and let it go. The next card is resilience. And this is like the 10 of Wands in the tarot for me. It's the burdens that we carry. You know, and there's nothing of value in her basket. And so with this resilience card, unlike the 10 of Wands, which is seen as the end of a cycle, and then you unburden yourself and you reap your harvest, so you reap your reward. With this card, I feel the same burden, but you're burdened with nothing of value. You're burdened with the past. You're burdened with things you haven't healed, with things you haven't let go of. And that's not a waste of time, because that has taught you resilience. But now it's time to let it go. You understand resilience. You can keep going when you really just want to stay in bed and put the covers over your head. But you've learnt those lessons now, so it's time to unburden yourself. Let go of the fears in your mind. Let go of the way your mind trips you up. Let go of those emotions that don't serve you. Let go of your victim mentality. Let go of your doubts. I just got the image of a cross. And I just feel that that was an image for me to say to you, don't feel that this is your cross that you have to bear for the rest of your life. Because Aquarius, we walk our journey and then we learn from it, and then we've got to let it go. And that's painful, and it takes time, and it takes a process. And we start that process by seeing and understanding what we need to let go of. because Spirit is reminding us that prosperity is ahead of you. This is what you're heading towards. This is the new moon in Taurus. It's very grounded energy. This prosperity is not willy-nilly, if you like. This is grounded in reality. But you can't get there while you're burdened like this. You need to heal. And in order to heal, you need to let go. I kind of almost see the shells, you know, like this armor, these traumas and difficulties that you carry around like a shield. They don't actually shield you. They don't protect you. They actually harm you. They stop you from breathing. They stop you from growing. They burden you. And you're moving towards much better things. And maybe you can see, for some of you, I'm getting the message that you can kind of see this prosperity ahead. You might have just been given an opportunity, a new job, new people have come into your life, whatever it is for you. And you just can't. I don't know if you haven't accepted it yet, or you just don't know what to do. It's because of this. It's because of these burdens that you carry. Some of you might not feel worthy of accepting, of moving towards happier times. You might have gotten so used to having one obstacle after another, one difficulty after another, that's how you see life now. And you think, oh, no, that's not going to happen. I'm not going to take that offer because it'll end up being bad, you know. And for some of you, this could be huge. And for other people, it could just be just a little hiccup along the path that is hindering you from making a decision that will really benefit your life, will really benefit you. So take it as the energies apply, Aquarius, but it's a very deep message. You don't have to keep carrying the world on you, the weight of the world on your shoulders. That's just your mind. That's not reality. This grounded in reality is prosperity. And if that makes you annoyed, what I've just said, it's triggered you because you really do see life as just one hardship after another. Float for a bit. Take your feet off the ground. The water will help you carry this weight until you can unburden yourself from it. If you love water, have baths. Go to the beach, go to places where you can even just put your feet in water. On a rainy day, and don't go catching a cold or anything, but on a rainy day, go stand in the rain. I feel that water will really benefit you. And then you have the Five of Cups and Justice. And this is, you know, very much a continuation of this energy. This is sadness and regret and disappointment. And it's that black cloak of despair that we wear when we're just like, oh, I just can't get past this. And we are human, Aquarius. We're humans. And we all fall into this energy. It's what being human is all about. But the Justice card is here. And being a major arcana, this is the universe stepping in. And the universe wants to balance things out. You've had a lot of hardships with maybe not much joy. And it wants to bring you that joy. It wants to cut the pain out of your life. It wants to give you clarity on how to move forward. But you need to be willing. We are co-creators in this world. We co-create with spirit. And co-creation means that the universe can't do it without you. You have your free will. And I feel it's so you know, these two cards and the placement of it is so a great image for what is happening or could be happening for you. Is you've got your back to the possibilities that the universe is bringing you. The universe is trying to say, hey, come on, together we can do this. I've got prosperity for you. I've got plans. I've got possibilities and opportunities. But you've got your back to it. So you don't see these two cups that are still standing, full of potential. Because you're too focused to the past. But justice wants to lead you to the future. It wants to balance, bring you balance. You might have said goodbye to a lot of things recently, and now there's voids in your life. That's a natural, you know, the universe hates a void. Everything has to be balanced. So if you've let a lot of things go, there's got to be things that come in for you. But you've got to allow them. You've got to be open and willing to let them in. And that's fine, Aquarius. At the moment, the majority of you are not quite there yet. That's why the turtle spirit is your overall energy. Slow and steady. If you rush through this stage, which some of you I feel might want to, you'll push everything down. And you won't heal anything. This just gets bigger. Because now it's got a lid on it. And your final card is the High Priestess. And this is all about the unseen. But it's also all about the possibilities of the universe, of all that is. We are limited. Our soul is limitless. But we are limited because we have a physical body. You know, we are humans in this reality. So we are limited. But our soul is limitless. And the High Priestess works with both. She understands both. She doesn't get caught up in the limitedness of the body and the mind. She understands those limits because we need to understand them in order to be able to work with them. But she really understands her soul and how unlimited it is. And I feel really in your reading, this High Priestess is saying, yes, you might be feeling a bit wounded. You might not be feeling well. You're definitely feeling burdened. But you have so much potential. Work with what you have. And that's the soul, the body and the mind. Align them. Your soul knows that you're limited by your body and your mind. It knows that. But it's what pushes you forward to succeed and to grow and to learn. And we achieve amazing things when we just believe. I feel, Aquarius, that with this turtle spirit, this going slow and steady wins the race, it's so that you have time to rebuild your confidence. You have time to step into your power, not in an ego-based way, but just understanding that you're wonderful, just as you are. And you might be a little bit broken at the moment, a little bit burdened. So just move forward as you can with the way you are now. You know, I'm always drawn to say when I get these kind of messages that we need to try to always operate to come from a space of giving 100%. But sometimes if we're sick, we're operating at 30%. So you give 100% of 30%, which is 30%. You don't try to give 45%. That's not possible. You don't have that. That's how we damage ourselves. That's how we don't care and nurture. When we try to do more than what we have the capacity for, that's when we harm ourselves. We show that we don't love ourselves. So if you feel like you're operating at 90%, give 90%. If you feel you're at 60%, give 60%. That's how we operate at 100%. Operating at 100% doesn't mean you give 100% all the time. That's impossible for this organic human body and mind. And I feel that's what you need to remember. Nurture yourself, Aquarius. Look after yourself. I think once you kind of come out of this energy, you're going to realize that you've actually come further along than you actually thought you were. You're actually more out of the hole than you thought you were. I'm going to leave you with those messages, Aquarius. Love and light, my friends. Thank you so much for joining me again. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.